Hi, this is Steve, Cold Beam Games, and today I'm going to be talking about the Phase 6 release for Beat Hazard 3. So over the last year and a half during early access we've had these different phases of development, and this is the last one. So there's lots of stuff to go through. Once this is out, we're going to be heading to full release out of early access, probably in a few months. So I'll go through all the changes that are in this current update. And so this is the this is what we've got new. 3 new weapons in the game for your ship: Clean Sweep, Nemesis, and Viper. I quite like them all. Pretty cool stuff. Mothership boosts. So the way that works is you can add new items to the mothership, like extra lives, care packages, instant beat hazard, and asteroid deflect. I've also added cosmetics to the mothership, so you can now pimp out your mothership with extra wings and fins and all sorts of stuff, make it look cool, make it look different from everyone else's. And you can now also take any ship that you've got in your hangar and promote it to an elite ship. Takes a bit of work to do it because I don't want everyone just making loads of elite ships out of thin air, but it also means you don't necessarily have to do it through the challenges, and that also means that an elite ship from an obscure piece of music that's unlikely to come up in a challenge, you've now got a path to then make that ship an elite. Also added 50 new Steam achievements, some cool stuff in there, some fun stuff, some challenging stuff. Takes advantage of some of the new features. So let me go through some of that in more detail, and we'll start with the new weapons. So I'll try and go through pretty quick. So Clean Sweep, let's test it. It's literally just hang on. Would help if I turned the game on. Hang on. There we go. Right, let's try again. So this is Clean Sweep. It's like just a load of bombs that go across the screen. You can change the speed and the size. The nice thing about that is not only do you get a shield while it's happening, those bombs will also take out photons and energy weapons, and also ships that have got shields will also get damaged. So that's Clean Sweep, like that one. We then got Nemesis. This is quite an unusual one. It's like boomerangs, these sort of big photons around, and so they just go wherever you aim your ship, and there's a slight lag. But the cool thing is that they too will not only take out the bad guys, if there's any energy weapons, photons coming towards you, they can take them out as well. So I quite like this. Quite good for, like, say, bosses, or where there's a load of guys in one place and you can shoot a few of them out at a time, and just cause loads of carnage. That's Nemesis. We've then got Viper. I think this is my favourite of the new stuff. Basically, it's a bit like micro missiles, but it's a snake with many parts, which the head will aim towards the highest threat. But interestingly, that any part of the tail as it whips around can cause damage, and each part has got a number of hit points. So as it dies, the tail gets shorter. So these things just sort of zip around, causing loads of damage, but you can get lots of secondary damage just because of the way the tail whips around on the screen. And I quite like this because it's very fire and forget. Just takes care of stuff if the screen's getting a bit crazy. So that's the third weapon, and we'll now go over to the mothership changes. So we added this thing called Boost, which I didn't really. It basically boosts game boost, like perks, I guess. And so you can install these boosts on your mothership, and you've got, let's go through in order, an extra life. So you can have up to 3 of these, I think. So you do toggle boost, switches that thing on and off. So if I switch those on, I'll get an extra life in the game. I think I know extra 3 extra lives. But each boost costs a certain amount, so you can't just go and turn them all on. So if you want 3 extra lives, it's going to cost you 99 points. So you won't be able to have any other boosts on. Second one is instant beat hazard, which I really like. That just means when you start the game, you don't have to pick any power or volume pickups up, so you go straight to beat hazard. Care package, you might have seen them when I started the game. There's these little metal crates around the screen, and what the care package does is drop extra weapon pickups, and you can have up to 5 of these. But the way it works is the first one will trigger at the start, and then after 5, 10, 20 and 30 minutes. So these care packages are not worth switching on probably for your average track, which is less than 5 minutes, but really good for, say, boss rush, survival, or if you're trying to do Johnny Fritz's 1 hour mega mix or something like that, just to give you those extra weapons as you go through the game. Oh yeah, Asteroid Deflect, where's that? Add new section. Asteroid Deflect looks a bit like that, and toggle it on and off. So what that does is a bit like the Beat Hazard 2 one. If you have Asteroid Deflect switched on, if an asteroid actually hits your ship, it will just bounce off and get deflected back. The downside is you will lose some multiplier. So it's really handy if you keep getting taken out by those noisy little asteroids. And if you don't use it very often, or it doesn't get used very often, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're clanging around into loads of asteroids, it will have a score penalty. So it's quite a nice balance. Let's have a look at cosmetic items. You see I've got some on here actually. These are just I've given them a cost. They don't do anything to the ship, but you can say like, there we go, let's put these on. Got some cool let me move it, new section. Some cool like extra bits and pieces on the ship. Let me go into 3D mode. So here's my ship. It's proper tricked out with extra fins, bits and pieces, and it just looks nice. I mean, if people like this, it's really easy to put in this stuff. So if people like these sort of things, they can add more. So we can all make slightly different motherships. I think it'd be quite cool. And oh, that was it. The other thing, the quantum hangar. I think there's been a big one. Is before there was only a limited amount of hangar space. Now, once you've got the funds, you can buy a quantum hangar, and a quantum hangar will allow you to store 250 ships. Get a few of those, so now you can get tons of ships. If that's your thing and you want to collect them all, you now have space on your mothership to do all that. There's now also a Mothership Hall of Fame, which I thought was quite nice. It gives you a chance to see other people's motherships. So we've got most galaxies visited, and it's quite nice. You can see some people here are playing the test branch because they've already got the blinged out extras on. There's mine, and we've got number of planets captured, artifacts collected, and there's this quite interesting, recently modified. So whoever's last changed their ship will go to the top of things. You can sort of see. So that's mine, and then here's someone who's probably just started playing the game, because that's a very basic mothership. It's just nice. I just thought it was nice to have a way to see other people's ships. What I should really do is add the other ships to galaxy mode as well, so when you go to a planet where someone else is, you'll be able to see them. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, let's have a look at promoting an elite ship. So if I go to my hangar, promoting a normal ship, I've had a load of extra filters and options for the hangar screen. So let's go to least used, and I've done a load of these, so I need to pick one that hasn't. Let me get rid of wraiths because they're already elites anyway. So like if I pick let's have a look, route invader. So I click on details. There's now an extra button that says create elite. And then you press it, it will then show you the route invader promote elite, shows you what the new ship will look like. It shows you the stats, the old stats on the right, new stats on the left, so you can see whether you want to go for it. But there's also some criteria, so you can't just bang through all your ships and promote them all. You've got to have completed all the shadow missions. It's got to have at least elite rank on the ship. You can only do one a day, and then you need some nanotech and blueprints. Now, if you've already tuned the ship that you're promoting, it will copy that tuning over to the new ship and will charge you whatever it is you spent on it on the new one. So sometimes that will vary. I changed it as well because so you keep the original and all its stats, it doesn't delete it, and so you get an extra ship, which is the promoted elite. I can press confirm and do this because I'm on debug mode, so let me do it. Press confirm. This ship is now in my hangar. And there you go. So if I once these ships, you get so many ships, I've added an extra filter that says elite family, and what that does is group together the ships that have been promoted or taken from challenges. So there you can see I've actually got 3, and the reason is the original ship, the elite version from the challenge that I did, and then the promoted elite version from the original. So you can actually get 3 variants of the same ship now, which is quite interesting. So that's how you create, there we go, extra smoke trails, a bit of extra bling. That's how you can create an elite without going through the challenge system. I've also done, there's a quick one, I've done lots of little fixes and changes, but for the in Galaxy mode I've improved the speed at which it can search for artists. I've also added, this is not going to work, extra artists from 0 to 9, because it didn't used to show you, because it was only the alphabet, it didn't show you those. And also Unicode, so any artist that begins with a Unicode character, if you click on that option there, it will now appear in a list so you can grab it. So lots of changes there. Yes. So that was a whistle tour of the Phase 6 update. They'll be coming out. That's going to come out. Well, when you watch this video, it should already be out. Then I'm due to come out of early access in 22nd of June. So it's about a month away. During that time, I'm going to do quality of life updates, marketing, refresh screenshots, videos. So if you've got any suggestions on things, do a bit of balancing, things you like, last minute tweaks that need doing, give me a shout on Discord, leave a comment on YouTube, wherever, you know where I am. Beyond that, obviously, once it's out of early access, doesn't mean to say I'm not going to update it. In fact, what I'm going to be doing is probably PlayStation version, mobile version. During that time, I'll keep an eye on PC version. There's still ideas I've got in my head of little things I'd like to do. Probably want to improve Galaxy gameplay a little bit. Probably want to have a look at VR mode, which is, it's not a VR version of the game, it's so you can play the game in VR. But I think with the 3D spaceships and the Galaxy mode, playing in VR is going to be really cool. So I like to look at that. There's loads of other things. I've got a bit of an idea for DLC. I've got an idea beyond that, an idea for a new Beat Hazard type game, and then another thing which is unannounced. So from now on, I've got a ton of ideas that I'm quite excited about. So that's Phase 6. Hope you enjoy the update. Let me know what you think. Still going to be developing the game and tweaking it, fixing bugs, not going anywhere. So give me your feedback, and we can keep going. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the update. Cheers.